Hi, good afternoon, Neha. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. How about you?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for asking. So, as we are meeting for the first time, would you
Yes,
mind
sir.
telling me something about yourself, please?
Yes, sir. Why not? So, sir, I am Neha. I'm from Jharkhand and I recently completed my graduation in English honors. And currently, I am working on my communication skill. And side by side, I am working on my computer skills. I'm learning the MS Excel and other stuff. So, yeah, that's all about me.
Oh, that's great to hear about you. So, do you want to know about my introduction? Do you want to know about myself?
Yes, sir. Definitely, I want to.
Okay. So, as you know, my name is Ashutosh Trivedi, and I hail
Mhm.
from Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh. About my education, I have recently completed my master's degree in English literature. Apart from this, I run a YouTube channel that focuses on spoken English conversations mainly. When
Mhm.
it comes to my profession, I'm a spoken English trainer by profession now. I conduct one on one online sessions for my students. So that's all
Mhm.
about me. Thank you so much.
So, sir, as you mentioned that you completed your master's in English, so are you from the same background, like arts?
No, not really. I studied commerce in plus two, and my graduation also I did my BCom honors accounting from Banaras Hindu University. But after
Mhm.
completing my bachelor's, I got interested in language and this
Mhm.
mainly in spoken English. So I thought of going for Masters of Arts in this literature rather than going for Masters of Commerce. So that's why I don't come from the same background, but I want to make my career out of it. So I
Mhm.
continued as a MA English literature. And now I'm just conducting sessions for my students and I'm enjoying it. So I'm pretty happy with my decision which I took.
So you completed your master from BHU.
No, I completed my bachelor's from BHU, but master's from Kanpur University.
Okay.
Okay. So what about you? What are your plans for the future? What do you want to be?
Uh, I'm not sure yet, sir, but I literally want to focus on my communication skill first. So that's why I'm preparing myself that, I am very that type of person who don't interact usually with persons. So now I try to focus on that how I make myself comfortable in front of anyone. So
Okay, so
that's
you are
my
an introvert person, but now you want to become a kind of ambivert or extrovert so you can express yourself comfortably in front of others.
yes, sir.
Okay. So why actually if I would ask you as you said that you are a person who don't like speaking to others, so why is that so?
It's
Do
because
you have
of
any
my
answer for that?
conditioning. Maybe
Mhm.
it's because of my conditioning, because most of the time I live in my home and usually I don't interact with lots of people. So because of that, nowadays I feel like I am feeling difficulty while talking to people.
Okay. But as you said, like it is due to your conditioning. And now why you want to change it? And when you started actually breaking this barrier of being introvert?
Okay, so actually I started uh, a year back, like at that time I interact with myself. I do the practice with the by the help of camera and sometimes with the mirror. But nowadays I think that I am comfortable with myself while I am talking, but I am not comfortable when I interact with person. So that's why in December, last December, I decided no, now I want to get out of my comfort zone and do the real interaction. So so by the help of YouTube and by the help of other learners, I know about this platform and now I am here.
Yeah, that's great. Exactly. Real conversations are pretty helpful. Sometimes we are able to speak in front of camera, we are able to speak in front of mirror, but when we get a situation where we have to speak in front of people, we again get fear, and that happens. For me, I can tell you how it happens. like I am pretty comfortable talking to people, right? And I have been doing it for the past 3 years. But in offline, it's completely different. Even though I know that how to interact with the people, but in offline, I get agitation and I don't get some right words and sentences. Recently, I tried talking to actually, I would say foreigners in English directly in offline situation. So I felt that agitation in my mind. I was not getting proper sentences and I was feeling a little blank or stuck. So all those situations are different from one another. Even though if you're comfortable on audio calls, but it is not certain that you are going to be comfortable on video calls. Because on video calls, you need some different skills. Those are non-verbal communication skills, like your facial expressions, like hand gestures, body movement. But in audio call, nobody's going to judge you according to all those things. You need to speak only. So that's why all these situations are different from one another, and you need to practice them separately. Then only you can be a good public speaker. Otherwise, you are going to be, I would say, you will get a lot of fear while doing all those things.
Yes, sir, I watched your videos like when where you talked with foreigners, and that video is also good. I mean, maybe you are not comfortable, or maybe you feel the hesitation, but you don't look like that you are feeling the hesitation. You are pretty confident there.
Yeah, that I learned actually, that how to look confident even though if you are not. So it should not look from your face that you are getting something which is that is a very important skill which you have to learn it even though if you are getting stuck. But from your face, you should not look like that you are underconfident at this moment. So that I learned. But I'm talking, those are the videos. But I'm talking an offline experience. I mean to say, a few days ago, I would say around 8 days ago, I did a conversation with a guy who was from another country, mainly from Russia. Then I did conversation with him in English. So that's what I'm talking about. Over the video and real person in front of you, the foreign body, that is also the different experience.
Yeah, both are different. Like if you face the person for real, then that's the different scenario.
Yeah, and we don't even get the actually that is sentence that how to start and what I'm gonna say to him. So then
Mhm.
I started that I said like hello, that I want to have a short conversation with you. So he said yes, we can. So then I had a conversation with him, but I was not getting that fluent. I would say the sentences in my head like usually I get on videos. So that's what I'm telling you, that all these scenarios are completely different and we need to practice them separately.
So, sir, did you record that conversation?
No, no, no. I did not record actually. It was completely, I would say, without recording. It was completely natural. And yes, so I did not record it. And I had no intention to record it.
Mm. You just want to feel comfortable there.
Yes, actually, I have conversations with a lot of foreigners over the
Mm.
phone and over the videos. But at least I wanted to actually feel that vibe, that how can I talk to some foreign body in front of them. That's what I wanted to experience, and I did that. I know it. I was not feeling that comfortable that I can do it, but yes, it takes time. So if I would talk to 4 or 5 people, foreigners in front of me, I'm sure that I'm going to be pretty comfortable in that, and I don't have any problem. Within maybe within 3 or 4 minutes I would be very comfortable, but in the
Mm.
beginning it becomes very difficult, that how am I going to
How
start the
to start the
conversation,
conversation?
how to approach, what
Mm.
should I say to him, that hi, I want to have a short conversation with you, are you ready? So all that sentence also, you will think a lot, that how to start. So that's
Mm.
what I'm talking about. Otherwise I'm pretty comfortable on video conversations. It does not matter where he comes from and where the partner is living. So
Okay. So,
okay. Mm-hmm. Go on.
any
Do
question?
you have any question?
Uh, I mean, I don't have any question now. A little bit, I'm nervous.
Oh no, you don't have to be nervous. Feel free to share whatever you want, because this is a kind of practice session. We're not speaking on TEDx or some international stage. So,
Mm.
because this is the matter of practice only. The more we speak, better we become. That's what I'm saying. Okay. So, I have a question for you. So,
Mm.
as you said, you started your journey in 2024 mainly, and you
Mm.
started speaking. So
Mm.
apart from talking to people, nowadays you started speaking to people, but what kind of activities did you do? Can you tell me, like, talking to yourself, speaking in front of camera, speaking in front of mirror, and what kind of benefits did you get from that?
Like apart from the talking to people, I write my thoughts, that give me the sense of how to make sentences and how to use grammar part. So yeah, I try to write each and every day. uh, that should be anything, like sometime I write about my day, how it goes, and sometime I write about the journey, what I want to do. So this kind of stuff I'm doing. And also I read few books, like fictional books. And I mean, I'm not a bookworm person, but I try to read books because of like learning purpose.
Oh, so because you want to improve, that's why you read few
Mm,
books, but you don't like reading a lot. That's a different thing, right?
yeah.
Okay. Now tell me a little bit more about your hobbies. What do you like doing whenever you get free time apart from speaking English?
Mm, so I usually like to draw something, like I mean, I didn't draw anything without the, I mean, how I say.
Oh, you can take a, if you're feeling nervous, take a long breath, okay? And then you start. And then give just this affirmation to yourself that you're a good speaker, that I'm a wonderful speaker and I'm going to speak good English. So giving
Yes,
these
before this
affirmations is
conversation,
really
I
important.
give the affirmation to me, Neha, you can do, but I don't know why, but I feel.
No, 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 no. It's okay. Like, take a long breath and then start the answer again. So I
So
asked you,
yes,
like, you told me that you like drawing and you like sketching things. So how long have you been doing it? Since childhood?
no, not since childhood. After completed my graduation, I have lots of time. So I decided to, okay, let's do something to utilize my time. So that's how I make it a hobby.
Okay. Okay. Now the next question goes to you related to 2025. So what are your resolutions for 2025? Do you want to achieve something at the end of this year?
At the end of the this year, I really want to improve my communication skill. And one thing I really want, that at least I get a job so that I can pay my bills by my own.
Oh, okay. So you want to be self-independent.
Exactly, because now I feel bad, or you can say that I feel hesitation when I take money from my parents.
Okay, it happens. I can understand that. I hope you will be able to achieve that. And how did you celebrate New Year? Did you
So
celebrate New Year with your family or friends? And how did you do that?
So this year I celebrated New Year in a fantastic way. I can say that because at the very first day of New Year, I celebrated with my family, and the next day I did my first tracking this year. Yeah, it's a good start
Oh,
for
okay.
me.
Oh, that's interesting. So another question goes to you. Do you live with your family or do you live with your friends or like how's that?
No, I live with my family.
Okay, I thought you are living in different city with your friends and doing something, working on yourself. So that's good. You are living with your family and trying to improve yourself.
Mhm. So how you
Mhm.
did you celebrate your New Year?
It was pretty simple, nothing special. Before that, I was on a trip, okay, trip to Vrindavan. I went there and I was back to like around 30th December. And then I stayed here in Kanpur on like 30th and 31st. And then in the evening, I went to my hometown. So I was there with my family and I just only by wishing people and talking to people, talking to my relatives, and that's how I celebrate. I don't like celebrating in a manner that's just dancing or doing a lot of party and cutting the
Parties
cakes.
and
I
all.
don't like all those things a lot. But yes, doing a conversation with the people, that I like, and that's what I did. And so my mother prepared some really nice or delicious food and some, I would say, sweets. So I enjoyed all those things with my family. That's how I celebrated. And yesterday I came back to city again. So now I'm back to work, and I want to do more and more conversations. Again, I want to also achieve some milestones in 2025. So I would be working really hard to
Mm,
create some great content, to improve myself as a content creator. So
mm.
yeah, that's how I celebrated, and I'm hoping the best for 2025.
So, sir, how did you think about running the YouTube channel and record yourself or doing the conversation type of content?
How did I think, right?
Mm,
Yes, I started my journey in 2020, back when there was COVID, right?
mm,
So I wanted to improve my communication. I wanted to do something so I
mhm,
can utilize my time. That was my concern in COVID because I felt it was terrible. Everybody was talking about deaths and
mm,
everybody was talking about COVID. So I thought of engaging myself in something else so I can come out from that fear a bit. So I started working on my communication skills, and when I started working, I got some friends in that journey, and they, I would say, suggested me to start a YouTube channel, which is going
mm,
to help me to boost my confidence. And I felt that that was right. That's why I started my YouTube channel to improve my confidence, to become better as a speaker. I started doing it, and I have got a one friend from Cochin, Kerala. So
mm,
he was a YouTuber and he used to make videos. So he suggested me that we can do conversations on Skype and we can upload on YouTube, so we can get some comments and we can work on it. So that's how I started doing, but I did not have any intention to go forward and do a lot about it. But when it started working, when I did some conversations with the Clappingo tutors, then it
mm,
worked really well. And I started getting some really good views and good comments. Then I continued. Then I thought, why not to continue? And then I got few students also in 2021. When I
mm,
started my channel, after a few days, I got some students and I trained them. So then I thought it is really good. Why not to continue as a profession? So that's
mm.
how it started. And then I continued and I started enjoying this journey. Yeah, now I have completed 20,000 subscribers. Now I'm looking for really good, I would say, future on YouTube.
So, sir, before this journey, like you also faced the hesitation while talking.
Why not? Of course. I do not come from, even though I did not go on a stage at a school, I would say for the speech or anything. For the 7 years, I was a student and in Navodaya actually.
Mm,
So I studied there, but I did not go on a stage for presenting maybe a thought or news or plays. Nothing. I always avoided. So I was not really comfortable being on a stage. I was good in singing. I went on a stage for singing, but not for all these things.
mm,
But later, when I started my journey, I was hesitant, of course, to do all those things. But literally, I improved. The matter only, like, the practice, because I did conversation with more than 20,000 people, maybe till now. I have completed a lot of conversations, and that gave me confidence to speak better.
mm. So this was your journey.
Yes, exactly. So that's how I started. And when I started making more and more conversations, I became more comfortable. And now I don't get fear, even though I make mistakes, because I know that making mistakes is the part of journey. And I
Mm,
consider myself that I'm not perfect. And being perfect is really difficult. And second thing, I live in environment where English is not there. So I'm trying my level best to improve as much as I can by creating an artificial environment. So
mm.
that's how I did. And yes, little by little, I started improving. Until now, I'm improving myself.
So, which type of practice you did throughout your journey? Like apart
Throughout my
from
journey, I
speaking to
did
people.
everything. I did everything, whatever the suggestions I got from my journey mates, I would say. I used to, I would say, speak in front of camera. I used to speak in front of mirror also. I would feel that I'm a wonderful speaker. I used to wave my hands like leaders, and that I practice that visualization that I'm a wonderful speaker in speaking in front of many people. That I did. I used to practice, actually read and record. I used to take a paragraph and I would record it like a motivation speaker with the different tones. That I did. And tongue twisters I practiced a lot. I used to record them in a slow manner, then fast manner. So all these activities I did. I would take a paragraph and read out loud. Shadowing, I used to do shadowing also sometimes. that all these activities, talking to myself whenever I would ride a bicycle, or maybe if I would do walking, I would talk to myself that why can't I be a good speaker if the people like Malala Yousafzai, Greta Thunberg, they can do wonders in this age. Why can't I? So I had the same kind of questions to myself that how can I become better? How can I be consistent? How can I become a wonderful speaker? So that's how it is. Listening to cricket commentaries, because I'm really passionate about cricket. So I
Cricket.
used to listen to cricket commentaries also to improve myself. So some cricketers, all these things I did. So I consumed a lot of content in English. Lot of From the first day onwards, I started listening to international speakers:
Mhm.
Sadhguru, Priyanka Chopra, Ranveer Alabadia, Tom Bayu, Ellen DeGeneres, Steve Harvey, AJ Hogue. All these people, I listened to them a lot.
Actually, sir, you did those things whatever I am doing currently. I did speaking and convey my thoughts and all.
Yes, all these practices are very important for everyone. Whoever wants to improve English, they should try all these activities. And because, yes, all these activities have something for you if you want to improve. So, whatever suggestions I got from people, I tried everything. But mainly, I watched English content a lot and I spoke with the people. As I told you, that I completed more than 20,000 conversations. So
Mhm.
in one day, at least I used to do 10, 15, or 20 conversations, audio conversations, not video. But then later on, I started doing more and more video conversations on platforms like Clappingo, English Yari, Inktalki, Ace Fluency. Then I started doing it for my YouTube, that I get a lot of mails. That's how I did it. And I've got some friends also from other countries, like mainly native speakers, so I
Mhm.
interact with them also. By interacting with them, I got a lot of benefits and improvement.
And nowadays, you feel confident while talking to anybody.
Exactly. Now I don't have any fear. Maybe even though if I don't understand people sometimes due to their accent or due to sometimes their way of speaking. But
Mm.
yes, I am not underconfident. I can say that I'm able to talk to them because I know there is always a space for improvement. If I'm not able to understand, I'll ask them again that please come again. I didn't get it. Or then they will simplify that for me. Because even though now it's very difficult to understand, I have a friend from Scotland, so sometimes it is difficult to understand that Scottish slang and things. So I'll
Mhm.
ask him again and he will simplify for me. So it would be there forever, what I feel. I cannot be someone who will be able to understand everything in English from Australia, England, Canada, America. So whenever you are talking to someone from some other countries, they have some different ways of expressing things.
Accent. Yeah.
So accent and slangs, mainly in Scotland, they have the completely whole different thing in English, I would say.
And how you connect with them.
How I connect with them, I used many platforms like Clubhouse, HiLocal, Fondy, and yes, Talk Club. There are several platforms, and mainly from the Clubhouse, I've got friends. Then I started using some other platforms like Hello Talk. So I got really good friends now, and now I have an international community because in COVID-19 I've got some friends. Then we built a community. So that's how now it's easier for me to find people from abroad and talk to them. And now I'm connecting people from YouTube also. There are many YouTubers, right?
Mhm.
So I need to check out their channel, and then if they are interested talking to me, I'll send them mail, and some of them respond. And then if they are responding, then I have a conversation with them, and I have a chance to become friend also. So if I'll do conversation with them, and if they feel also that they can get some benefits from me, then we become friends. That's how it is. So now it's not like that I am just really talking to them only because they are native speakers, they are native speakers. Now it's something different. I mean to say that some help I get from them and some help they can get from me
And
also.
actually, you literally enjoy the process.
Yes, I enjoyed the process. That's why I continued. Otherwise, most of the friends were there. They were practicing English along with me, but they left. So they
Mm.
did not continue. So it is all about if you're enjoying and if you're taking interest, then only you can continue something for 4 or 5 years. Otherwise, you can't, right?
Yes. Sir, I
Okay, any other question you have?
No, not now.
Okay. It's okay. Thank you so much. Many, many thanks to you. It was really nice talking to you. And keep practicing. Practice is only the key of becoming fluent. You need to speak as much as you can, express your thoughts, ask questions, give answers, and listen to English content. Try to focus on their non-verbal communication skills, like how they speak, how they present themselves, how they are actually constructing sentences. All those things are really important to become better as a speaker. And there is a long way to go. After 5 years, also, maybe I think I need to go far away to become better in it.
Thank you so much. First, you respond my email, and thank you so much for your suggestions, sir.
A pleasure mine always. So bye bye. Take care.
Bye, sir.